It's not getting through.
Who are you calling, Saria?
Tin Men.
The metal guy? Did something happen?
I'm afraid so. Maylander would not have joined our pursuers otherwise. The army has an agreement with Maylander. Why are they targeting us? What happened to the Tin Man?
I had a look around the way you told me, Saria. All the soldiers are gone, and so are the agents who were on us.
The pursuers would not have disappeared if she was just staying as the rear guard, unless she offered something that satisfied them.
The silver liquid? I saw it around her.
Transmitter? She was in contact with Dorothy at Site 359 and undoubtedly got the transmitter from her. Does Dorothy expect her to do something? Dorothy is still in military custody. She couldn't possibly be trying to reach out to the military and Ferdinand through her. Could it be Parvis or...
Saria?
Don't worry, Ifrit. She'll be fine.
I'm trying to tell you not to squeeze your communicator so hard. You're crossing it.
Thanks.
I'm not worried. Silence isn't so reckless. She stayed after she talked to you. I'm sure she saw it through.
She doesn't know what she's up against. The machinations of the stage are far crueler than she can imagine.
You think she doesn't know that? I'm sure she thought about it. Silence works hard. She's always working when I see her. The others say it's like she's being chased by something you can't see or touch. Maybe this'll all be cleared up by the time we see her again. Then I'll tell her, yeah, I'm upset you left me behind. But I knew you could do it.
Saria noticed that Ifrit's hands are trembling. She wants to say something to comfort her, but words fail her. She realizes that even though Ifrit's words were, in part, intended to comfort, she does not know the silence that Ifrit speaks of. Silence is ready. Silence knows what she is about to face. She has never thought about it that way.
Over there, Saria.
The army's pulling out, but not in the direction of the military garrison. Is the transmitter really the clue to Kristen's whereabouts?
Let's follow them.
Silence wouldn't want you to put yourself in danger again.
She promised we would go together. She said, Saria will return here the moment she wakes up. That's the sort of woman she is.
It's not...
It's not the rational way. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it? We're not here to take risks, not to waste silence courage. We're just waiting for her at the end.
Ifrit.
She realized that Ifrit is much taller than she was a few years ago when she was rescued from the laboratory. In the face of impending danger, there's no impatience or recklessness in her eyes, only courage and wisdom.
Let's go.
Alright. By the way, Saria, I saw a falling star when I got to Trimons.
A star? You mean the object that fell on the Triton factory in District 13?
It was a star! And Silence told me a story where all our differences disappear when the stars fall. You and Silence are gonna make up, right?
Yes, we will.
Right!
Will they? Saria turns back to look at the familiar streets of Trimons. The path she's about to tread suddenly feels unfamiliar. She has overcome many challenges. What lies before her is far from a crisis, but for the first time, she felt out of control.
Holy hell, I'm freezing.
Look out, there's a car.
That was a close shave. Can't even think clearly in this cold. I tell you, sir, this weather, it's all that tech company's doing. They use drones to spray chemicals that make our lungs freeze with every breath. They want to kidnap us, put our brains in jars, and turn us into nutrients for their artificial sun.
Ugh.
Look up there in the sky.
What?
Those stars ain't stars. They're cameras that the monsters sent up there to watch our every move. They even kidnapped our president, put his skin on, and locked all of Colombia under their control.
Here's a few bills. Find a warm place to spend the night.
I don't need money, sir. Just waiting for dawn to break. Between the two of us, organizing a protest against the vice president and these tech companies. The people must wake up.
Take this too. Honestly, all my money. You can have it.
Wait, sir?
I knew I would find you here.
Good morning, Ferdinand. One more cup of tea and the sun should be up. Time for me to go to work on the other side.
Enough with the act, Parvis. When did you start working with Kristen? You, Jara, Justin Jr., and Nasty. You fooled me into thinking that I had Kristen isolated. That I was just one step from success. I became a laughing stock. My gamble, all my efforts, just another rung on the ladder for her to climb.
Tea, Ferdinand.
You...
Underhanded old goat? Let me make one thing clear. I don't know where Kristen is. She doesn't trust me so much, and I'm not interested in her secret. But you didn't come to ask questions. Otherwise, you would have brought me the muscle you borrowed from that colonel, as you did with Yara. It's not like you to swallow insults from pioneers and come back to grovel at the feet of the colonel after he abandoned you once. You set your mind to it. Why did you give up so close to the truth?
No wild guesses.
Perhaps you should look at yourself in the mirror, Ferdinand. You are jealous of her. You are jealous that she gets men to fight for her even when she's not around. You're jealous that it only took her a few words to earn the loyalty that took you so much time and money to buy. You're jealous of her charisma. There is a part of you, somewhere deep down, that is enthralled by her. The more you deny it, the more you hate her.
Why are you telling me this?
Because it is how I feel.
Uh-huh.
Look outside, Ferdinand. When I was little, I never saw stars in the night sky. All I saw was the silhouette of the great spire, the light of witchcraft lighting up the skies. Adults told me it was the eye of the Witch King, watching over every inch of Lithanian. And I thought, what was the meaning of life if the Witch King was the sole miracle chosen by fate?
Didn't you despise the efforts of those stupid casters who wanted to summon the Witch King's soul?
Yes, I opposed it. My king and former colleagues spent their entire lives trying to recreate a fleeting miracle in this time and age. But in my long years of research, I realized that a miracle is so because it is a coincidence that cannot be controlled or recreated. Only such a coincidence can break the cage of fate that traps us all.
You see Kristen as that coincidence.
She has the potential to create miracles.
You have your dream, and I have mine. If she is the fated miracle, then what are we? Waste coming off the production line? Meaningless noise?
Why despair, Ferdinand? Perhaps the fate of mankind does hinge upon one singularity, who will break all shackles and become the eyes of all to see sights that we could not have imagined. But that does not mean our lives are destined to fall by the wayside. Miracles are born in the journey of evolution, a journey made up of all our dreams, yours, mine, Even that foolish tramp outside.
Why are you telling me this?
Feeling better? Have some tea. It will put some color in your face. So you won't be so embarrassed when the kids see you on their way back to work.
I've lost everything. There isn't much for you to remember.
I am in no hurry. We can talk about work once you're done with your tea. It's always good to chat with an old friend. We took our first steps together after all.
Hello there, good sir.
Megaphone and signboards. This is what you spend the money on. Not food and blankets.
There are more important things than creature comforts.
Give me that board. Rhine Lab. At least spell the company's name right if you're going to protest it.
Oh, that's much better. Thank you, sir.
Tell me, what do you dream of? What is the future you're fighting for?
How do you like my vivarium, Doctor? Nobody can just barge in. And Rosmonda seems to like it.
Rosmonda stands quietly in the third lab. She carefully observes each plant, then meticulously records their form in her notebook. Her gaze stops at the last page of the notebook. You know it is where that letter is kept. Are you still reading the letter, Rosmondas?
Yes, Doctor. I want to remember what happened today and record it in my terminal before I forget. Logan Williams. What is the home that he talked about like? Is it like Rhodes Island?
No.
Then he's not my family. I don't like him, Doctor. I came into contact with many feelings that I didn't like through him. I want to pick them out and put them somewhere that won't bother me. Amiya helped me clean them up before she left, but they keep growing.
What kind of feelings?
Loss and destruction. I want to destroy them. It's not right. It would be angry. I shouldn't see Logan again. Should I, Doctor?
Do you want to learn more about your past, Rosmondas?
Memory is precious. I don't want to use it on bad things. But I want to see with my own eyes again. I want to know what I would do. It may not be to learn. It may be to throw it away again. But I'll say goodbye properly this time.
We'll find Logan. Get some rest before that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, here, take this. Go to sleep.
Doctor.
The young feline lies down at your side, clutching the jacket you gave her tightly. Her breathing is fragile yet resilient, as it is when she is awake.
She's tired.
Rosmonda's art are heavily dependent on intention.
What about you, Doctor?
Let's talk somewhere else. Let Rosmonda sleep.
Your brow's furrowed.
Rhodes Island has been dragged into the maelstrom of Primemounts.
The explosion at the Trident factory, the attack on the Vice President, Kristen's disappearance. Trimon's is in chaos right now. It may be irresponsible to say this, but neither the Army or the Mainlander Foundation have time to deal with Rhodes Island. You're not at the center of the maelstrom. No need to be so nervous, Doctor. Still, I'm responsible for your situation here. Our partnership's still good. You help me, and I'll do my best to help you. If it comes to it, I can arrange to get you, Rosmondas, and Iffy out of Trimonts right now.
That's not what I'm concerned about, Muses. Your position has been vague from the beginning. We're partners. But I don't know what you really think.
A dance, Doctor?
Huh?
It's no fun being interrogated like this.
Muses put her hands behind her back, turns around and takes a couple of steps. She looks back at you with a rare, serious expression on her face. Music fills the air. It is a relaxed, soothing tune. You see moisture seeps from the leaf veins, converging into a drop of dew. More drops appear, leaving the leaves and catching up to you and Muses, moving with the flow of the melody. You see the rhythm of each droplet, light as breath. They are the melody itself.
Feel it, Doctor. It'll guide your steps.
Your droplets seem free in this vivarium.
Very astute, Doctor. From lightning to irrigation to atmosphere control, none of the systems in this vivarium employ originium technology. It is the cleanest place in Trimonts. This is the one place in Trimonts where I feel at ease. Oftentimes, I choose to operate through a clone, not because I want to, but because I have to.
Muses disappears from your vision. You find your hand holding nothing but air. The droplets form a ribbon of water, gently pulling you towards a corner of the vivarium.
The pale's fur is extremely sensitive to its environment. Pollution from originium industries have reduced its habitat to a small number of hilly areas in Colombia.
The droplets scatter and shatter, creating a mist between you and the furs. You see the faint silhouette of a tombstone. Muses sits quietly by it, picking away at the weeds that surrounds it. You have never seen her so sad. Is it a shadow of the past?
I grew up in an orphanage in Trenton, near Trimonts. The headmaster said I was found on the doorstep of the orphanage. No one knows who my parents are. I realized at an early age that I was different. My powers were unique, but they are not originium arts. I'm much more sensitive to originium than most people. Even a slight increase in originium concentration is enough to affect my health. What am I? No one knows. That's why I've searched for the answer since I was little. Ironically, it's also the reason why my grades have always been good. Finally, I found that word hidden away in some ancient books.
Elves.
The word is not unknown to you. You do have many secrets, don't you, Doctor? Well, it's not important. Anyway, I tracked down my biological parents' old Trimonts home, but the house had long since changed hands. I followed the trail they left behind, and eventually found where they went. It's this village right here. So remote, I thought I made a mistake. Most of the buildings have fallen into ruin. They look to be centuries old. I didn't see anyone. I had a feeling as I went into the hills behind the village. I saw a simple cemetery surrounded by pale firs, where dozens of tombstones lay. This village was not an elven settlement. It was their graveyard.
Muses stands up, looks at you, and fades away into the mist before the firs. Your partner returns to your side. Why did your parents abandon you?
They contracted oripathy. Elves are highly sensitive to originium and lack resistance to oripathy symptoms. Few live more than a month after contracting oripathy. Like most elves, they could not accept spending the rest of their days in remote mountains, and sought a more convenient, more advanced, more interesting life. Despite the dangers, they knew originium would kill them someday. They accepted it. Knowing their days were numbered, they left me behind a village far away from the cities, and returned to the place where they came from, to await the coming of death.
Do you find it regrettable or absurd?
Next dance, Doctor.
More droplets rise in the vivarium as the music enters a new passage. The smile returns to Muses' face. The melody sings on. You do not know if the topic will continue.
Sometimes I envy Rose Island. There's so many people there.
You came to Rhodes Island.
Oh, you knew? I sneaked in once or twice to see if Iffy was doing well and see what Saria was doing. And I saw someone standing on the deck, gazing at the sunset, lost in thought.
I didn't notice you.
Don't tell anyone, just one of my tiny clones. No danger to anybody. I thought, why would you be up on the deck with only your thoughts for company, when there's so much joy waiting down below?
I feel like there used to be someone I would watch the sunset with.
Did you find any memories of that person?
No.
So, there are answers beyond even your reach. That makes things seem a little bit fairer.
She leads you on, doing a half period. You're a good dancer.
Of course I am. I was the ace of my university dance team. After I left the village, I spent all my time studying. Every Colombian child knows that science and tech are the best way to change your life. I studied to become the top of my class, then went to school in Trimounts, where I stayed on top. I spent a lot of effort to blend into modern life. Fashion, gaming, literature, music, dance. I studied etiquette, met a lot of people. For others, these are hobbies, but for me, it's a mission, an exploration, a test. I know it sounds weird, but I tasked myself to live life as hard as I could. It's been a long time since I danced, though.
With Saria and Christian, the droplets go around you. The light of the vivarium cannot penetrate them. They hold fragments of the past, gentle, clear, yet untouchable. The newly renovated lab, mostly empty bottles. Saria and Christian, and Murcy's with a disappointed look on her face. The three stare at each other in the middle of the room, like three wooden mannequins.
New Year's Eve, not long after Rhine Lab was founded. Everyone was happy. I was the happiest. I met Kristen and Saria shortly before I graduated. Kristen is not your average investor's preferred partner. You know you're in for surprises the moment you see her, and not all of them are gonna be pleasant. As for Saria, she just felt steady as a rock. My advisor happened to be involved with a project of theirs, but she wasn't very interested, so she sent me in her stand. I had nothing back then, other than my obsession with living hard. I tried everything and went nowhere. They helped me get over a period when I was lost between my identities as a graduating student and as an elf. It was just me, Kristen, Saria, Parvis, and Ferdinand at that time. Parvis hid himself upstairs, saying he couldn't stay up all night. Ferdinand left early for other business. Can you believe it? At the end of the day, I couldn't find anyone to dance with me. I ended up grabbing Saria and Kristen. None of us knew how to dance in threes. I can still remember the looks on their faces.
Rhine Lab is important to you.
To be more precise, Saria and Kristen are important to me. I've always believed that we'll only get where we really want to be if the two of them work together.
The music ends. The vivarium is empty except for Musi standing opposite you, calm as a pale fur. You hear the sound of the air circulation system running. The wind on your face feels unusually moist. The scent of plants, the soft earth. You realize that the droplets of water, the music, and the dance really existed.
You found my wobbliness, Doctor. Yes, I'm trying to manipulate everyone, including you. But everything I do for myself, the few kin that I have left, so we can breathe, feel the wind, run, travel freely, to make our journey a little less hard. All I've done, I did to keep a few friends I have, so that in the city, I won't be so... This is all I can tell you. All I can promise you.
There are a lot of things you haven't made clear. Should I trust you?
And so...
Help me one more time, Ulysses. I must find Logan Williams.
Even if I could help you, why do you not ask me to help you and Rasmontis get out of Trimount safely?
We've come too far to turn back now.
Saria and Dr. Calcet have a reason to get involved, but what about you? Will you get to the bottom of all of this? Even if the price is a two-front war with the military and Mailander? That's not the most logical choice.
I want to find myself.
Do you believe you'll find your past in Trimounts? Alright. We have a deal. Our partnership will go on.
Who is that on the phone?
A lonely soul searching for companions.
Since when have you two become such close friends?
We just happen to be going the same way for a while. Same for you. When are you going to leave my lab? The smell of alcohol affects the equipment.
That's so cold. Thanks to you and that agent's improvisation, I have a dozen calls to make tonight just to keep you out of jail. Like hell am I doing this sober?
You got what you wanted. Is Kristen's price not enough for a businessman like you?
Price? Are you reminding me how much I lost to this crazy plan?
Then you should have gone to Kazimierz.
Join the chamber and play the knights and speculators? Yes, the plan has been lying in my terminal for years. I could make more money, and do so in a safer way. But all those great projects, they're about a nation, an era. I want to seize the opportunity before me, to see a future far beyond anyone's wildest dreams rise from my palms.
Is that a dream? From a practical person like you?
Anyone can dream, especially facing the fickle tides of fate. You put it astutely, going the same way. Look at those scientists, from friend to foe, and from foe to friend. They all end up on the same path.
They all saw a part of themselves in the least likely of all futures.
What about you?
A meaningless question. Why do you think I've tolerated your presence for so long?
That's why I like going the same way part, even if it's only temporary. Miss Nasty Lunare, if we still have a life and liberty after tomorrow, will you come with me to the highest point in Trimounts and take a good look at the sky that hasn't changed for thousands of years?